Today I leave Camping Robert at Lac du Paladru in Charavines. Just outside the little village, I can already see Parc naturel de Chartreuse to the left, and to the right, Parc naturel du Vécourt. Behind the valley between those mountain ridges lies the city of Grenoble, and behind Grenoble is Parc national des Ecrins. As I cross the river Romanche, the first real mountains become visible. This area may be known to many, because it's a ski area known as Les Deux Alpes. What a beautiful day to drive, and to get to know my new motorcycle. It's a Yamaha Super Tenere. I bought it only 3 months ago in May. It took me forever to decide what I would buy next. I just couldn't decide, which was good for my savings account, of course. Being indecisive isn't always bad for business. Long I looked at BMW's R1200. I've got the length and the age for it. It seems that every middle-aged man drives one. But not for nothing, it drives great. Here I cross Barrage du Chambon. It's a hydroelectric dam that forms the bassin Lac du Chambon. It's national heritage of the past century as well. For almost 20 years it was the highest dam of Europe. The church you see on top of the mountain is Église Saint-Jacques in the little village Mizoin. The dam is built on an old glacier barrier. The narrowing of the valley made this an ideal spot. The lake now covers the plain of Dauphin. At the bottom of the lake, a few hamlets are drowned that are sometimes visible when the dam is emptied for maintenance. But back to bikes. As I said before I bought this Super Tenere, I looked at the BMW R1200. I remember taking one out for a test ride. It was the first bike I ever rode that had cruise control. I used to think cruise control on a motorbike was completely unnecessary, even absurd, until you experience it. I will never buy a bike again without it. And for a long time I looked at the Triumph Tiger, first at the 900 and later at the 800 XCA, because of the beautiful matte green color in which it came. And it's quite luxurious. It even has a heated seat. Let's get driving again. To the right you see Belvédère des Ecrins. Its highest peak is 3,400 meters. Inside, an ice cave is made as a tourist attraction. In La Grotte de Glace they have made sculptures of mammoths and cars. No need to stop there. We are at the official border of the Alps. We have left the province of Isère and are in les Hautes Alpes, or the High Alp Mountains, and in the distance we see the Col du Galibier. So as I was saying, for a time I was convinced I would buy a Triumph Tiger, more specifically the 800 XCA. But after a test drive I was in doubt. It sounds great, it looks great, and it drives great, but less great at high speed on the highway. And suddenly I found this bike. Not exactly this bike, but the Tenere 1200 XT in general. Somehow there aren't that many YouTube videos on it. Clearly, marketing-wise, Yamaha has something to learn from other brands. But I believe this bike has it all. As you will see in later episodes, you can take quite difficult off-road roads with it. And on the highway, in 6th gear and on cruise control, it's like a train. It's reliable, low maintenance, and designed to be easy to maintain. It has spokes but tubeless tires nonetheless, so you can repair a flat tire when you're in the middle of nowhere. And I believe it's beautiful. Here we are at Col d'Izoard. Behind it is Parc naturel des Queyras. I'll be camping this evening. The D902 to Col d'Izoard is quite popular. Col d'Izoire is a mountain pass that is only accessible in summer. It's very windy up here at 2380 meters. It's so windy, dust is flying everywhere. Let's go over the mountain. I've mounted the camera a bit lower on the crash bars, because here is where the fun starts, the real curvy roads, and this way you can enjoy it with me. The landscape is changing quickly. This part is called Casse Désert, or sudden emptiness of deserted rocks. Let's have a final look at it before I set up my tent at camping de Chantarne. It's very crowded, so don't go there. But do go to the next part of this journey, where I'll cross the French-Italian border and drive the small roads in the beautiful and often quite deserted area to the west of Queyras.